Immigration Interviews. Today we have Scott Andrew Bukeister. Come on out.
Hello, everyone.
Is it okay if I ask you some questions?
Bring it on. What's the first one?
Oh, no. The first one is, where did you come from?
I came from Australia, and it's a really cool place.
I bet it's cool. The next one is, when did you immigrate?
I immigrated in 2005.
Awesome. Here comes question number 3. Why did you immigrate to the USA?
I immigrated to the USA because I wanted a family here.
I would too. Why did you enter the USA? Where did you enter the USA?
I entered Los Angeles, California.
That must have been a long trip. What city did you live in?
I lived in Wisconsin, Sussex.
I hope you had fun there. Here's a question. What was your first job?
My first job was working at McDonald's, and then I quit that job and worked at Pick and Save.
Okay, the next one is, what are some famous foods in Australia?
Oh, that's an easy one. Marmite and Vegemite.
What was the national bird and animal?
The national bird was the emu, and the national animals were the kangaroo and the koala.
Those animals are probably cool. What was a good thing to do in Australia?
Most people like to swim and surf.
I'd like to surf one day. What did the money look like?
It had the number in the middle. I can't really remember, but it was pretty cool.
I bet it is. How do people speak in Australia?
Well, most people have an Aussie accent, and only 79.1% of the people don't.
Wow, that is pretty cool. Here we go. When was the flag adopted?
1901. That's when.
That was long ago. What are the Australian team colors?
Oh, they are green and gold.
Wow, what's the state flower?
Oh, it's the golden wattle.
I've never heard of that flower. What's the name of your national song?
It's the Advance Australia Fair.
Sounds like a good anthem. What is your gemstone?
Oh, it's the opala.
That's a cool gemstone. What are the famous landmarks in Australia?
They are Sydney Harbour Bridge and Sydney Opera House.
I want to see those places someday. What are some popular songs?
Say You Won't Let Go, Starboy, and Dancing on My Own.
Can I hear some Starboy?
Okay.
Oh, look at the time. We need to move on. Who made the first invention?
Lawrence Hargrave achieved the first powered flight.
That sounds amazing. How many people lived in Australia while you were there?
About 321 million.
That's a lot. What was a popular dog breed in Australia?
It was a Staffordshire Bull Terrier. I never had one.
I bet you will someday. Is Australia an island continent also?
Yes, it is, because it's surrounded by water.
Wow, what is an interesting story?
Well, every year on Christmas, it never snowed because it was way too hot. But when I came to the USA, I finally got to see snow.
I'm glad you got to see snow. That was all, Scott.
Okay, it was a pleasure to be here. Bye.
See you next time on Worldwide Immigration Interviews.
Hello, welcome to Ancestor Interviews. Today we'll be interviewing James Prochaska from Austria.
Hello.
Hello, is it okay if I ask you some questions?
Sure, I guess a few questions wouldn't hurt.
Okay, the first question is, what was the weather mostly like in Austria?
It snowed and rained a lot.
The snow sounds like fun.
Well, at least when I was a kid.
I liked to play in the snow when I was a kid too. The next question is, what were some of your favorite meats in Australia?
I really like pork and turkey.
I like pork too. Another question is, when did you come to the United States?
I came to the United States in 1883.
That sure was a long time ago.
Yep, it sure was.
What was your state capital?
Our state capital was Vienna.
That's really far away.
It sure is.
Okay, what was your first job?
I was a mechanist.
Okay, my next question is, did your state have any nicknames?
Well, we did have a nickname. Our nickname was the Land of Music, since a lot of famous musicians lived there.
That was actually very interesting.
Why? Was it because my other answers weren't interesting?
No, not at all. It was just a very interesting fact.
Okay.
Let's move on to the next question. The next question is, what was your national symbol?
Our national symbol is a black eagle.
Cool.
I know.
Where did you live in the United States?
I lived in Chicago.
That's where we are right now. I have a few more questions to ask you, okay?
Okay.
why did you immigrate to the United States?
Because I really wanted a better life.
Okay, on to the next question. Where did you enter the United States?
I entered through New York, Ellis Island.
I bet that's where a lot of people enter the United States.
Yep.
What was the average temperature in Austria?
Well, in the summer it's 67, and in the winter it's 32.
Okay, can you tell me an interesting story?
Sure, I met my future wife on the boat to the United States.
That's really cool.
It sure is.
Okay, that's all the questions I have for you, so see you later.
Bye.
That's the end of this interview. Hope you had fun watching. Bye!